Listen, what y'all need to realize is that streaming is the new Hollywood. And I know y'all know all the type of debauchery and weird shit that happens within Hollywood. We see it all the time. The Harvey Weinsteins, the dude who ran Nickelodeon. I can't remember his name right now. But y'all see it everywhere, right? Even the actors themselves do weird things. The Diddy parties, the eyes wide shut parties. We kind of already know that there's some weird, creepy ass niggas in Hollywood. We also know all the different kinds of, subliminal messaging and stuff that they put in these movies and TV shows and what they make these actors and music people do to, influence people, you know what I mean? They don't have a monopoly over that as much anymore because everything is going into like independent streaming and independent like content making, and they are not dumb. They see this shift happening too. So that's why I'm saying that streaming now is the new mainstream. It's the new Hollywood, and they know that it's all going in that direction. So of course, there's going to be industry plants within streaming, just like how there was within Hollywood, just like how there was within the music industry. There's always going to be some sort of industry plant. So like I said, they know that streaming is where everyone's attention is at now, where all the views are going. They can see this just like how we can see that this is where the direction is going. So you gotta assume that some of your favorite streamers are industry plants, that they didn't get there on their own. I knew streaming and influencers were basically the new celebrities when I saw Donald Trump make an appearance on all these different streamer influencers streams and shit, because they were trying to capture the minds of the youth. That's why I think a lot of these motherfuckers that we see online have some type of agenda because they're being paid off by somebody else. Like a lot of these content creators that you think are small or homegrown are under an umbrella of a much bigger organization, and then that organization gets paid off by people with the big money, like people who run larger TV networks. It's not a conspiracy, it's facts. And if you want, we could go and do a deep dive on that and really get into the nitty gritty of it all. But I'm just telling y'all right now that if you just look it up, most of these channels on here are under some other like bigger network, and then that network is tied to a bigger network. A lot of people don't know that though, like, because a lot of these channels don't really have to say that they're part of a bigger network. Now, I'm not saying that this one particular organization is ran by a bigger one. I'm not sure. But you know how there's OTK, right? There's also FaZe Clan. Then there's a lot of people that are under that label. Think about like OVO or like Cash Money or Universal Music Group. There's YouTube channels that are ran like labels like that, basically, where you have one big organization that you can sign up to as like a smaller creator, and they'll help you gain an audience, and they'll, like, in exchange, they'll take like a part of your revenue, I guess, from the videos that you make. Just like how musicians don't really own any of their masters, it's kind of like that, where it's like, we like the content you're creating. We think that you could get a lot of views. You just need to be put in front of an audience. So let us help you, put you in front of an audience. You keep making the same content that you want to make, but we're going to take our cut from it. And you're going to have to abide by our rules. Like, you sign a contract, that's what it is. Like, I haven't done enough research yet, but I have a feeling that most of these big content creators are under the umbrella of some other larger organization. Macboola Live, I just subscribed to him today because this came up in my feed. This is a really good video. I'm gonna link it in the description so y'all can go check it out. Yeah, as soon as he said this part right here.
One thing that I want to push to anybody that listen to me or watch my videos at all, you do not have to embarrass yourself and do weird shit for views. I promise you, bro. I promise you. You can do regular shit. You don't have to do no sus, weird, zesty. This be seeming like some type of like ritual or something. That shit is scary to me, bro. You don't have to embarrass yourself and do weird and say outlandish weird shit to get money off of YouTube and streaming. You don't have to do that. It's plenty of people who just sit down and play the fucking game all day, don't even really talk to the camera and get hundreds of thousands of dollars a year.
Like, I hear what he's saying here, but those people that he's talking about have gained an audience slowly over time. We're talking about young people who want that instant fame, that instant viewership. You know, they want that 1 million subscriber count in a short period of time. So I think that's why we have more people that are doing more weird things to get that.
It's plenty of people who just do skits, regular fucking skits, fake pranks. It's so much shit. Bro, it's a man who owns a car dealership. This man goes, I think his name George something from New Jersey. This man go viral every single day. All he doing is just being a car salesman. Like, gang, you don't have to do this weird ass shit. Like, folks, just be creative and come up with some shit in your, like, what the fuck?
I mean, he's right. He's absolutely right about that. So I wouldn't even be surprised if this whole switch up that Kai's doing is also part of the plan. You know what I mean? Like, just like how rappers orchestrate beef to sell their records, I wouldn't be surprised if this whole switch up is orchestrated too, to get views. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like, I know how this Hollywood industry shit works, so it's the same MO. MO stands for method of operation, by the way. It's like a pattern or technique that criminals do that help detectives link them to the same crimes. Just thought I'd throw that in there.
The question I had was, who is pushing Rakai to act like this? There is no way this 16-year-old will be doing these things on his own accord. It's clear he's being told what to do in order to keep people watching. Someone is instructing.
See, that's where I think he's wrong. What do you mean a 16-year-old wouldn't do that shit on his own accord? Are you kidding me? Is this your first day on the internet, my guy? Like, what are you talking about? No, like, I like that channel, The Truth Is, but sometimes he be talking crazy, or like he just act like he don't like understand how shit works sometimes. Like, 16-year-olds, they were literally doing knockout games, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got the Kia Boys, License. Like, has this man not seen any of the shit that 16-year-olds get into? They were doing the most heinous shit for views online. So him doing this online on his own accord. What was that one dude, Mimsy, going around stealing people's dogs and shit? You know, like, come on. So it's not that far-fetched to think that a 16-year-old would come up with these ideas on their own.
Who's the person allowing Rakai to act like this? Well, obviously, it's the man who put him on and calls him his son.
Was the class that had 0%, 0.46 when I met him. What? But he been on his homework assignment. And his grade is now a 80%. Yeah!
So yeah, I mean, that is a little weird. Like, he's acting like his dad. I mean, he could just be like a big brother figure to bro, because he's little, or he's, you know, younger than him. That's also a possibility. So to just jump the gun and say, oh, this is his son right here, Kai Cenat's son, like, I don't know, maybe he looks at him like that, or it could just be like a little bro, just happy to see him do good in school. Like, sometimes it's not that deep, is what I mean.
Wow! Wow! Oh my God! Oh no! Look! I ain't gonna.
Kai Cenat is co-signing Rakai's horrible behavior. Kai is putting Rakai in front of an audience of millions of.
Now that might be true. He might be co-signing it, you know what I'm saying? He might be encouraging it. But did he, like, is he the one telling him to act that way? That's to be determined.
Just think about it. If Kai Cenat or his talent agency didn't approve of Rakai's behavior, they would have stopped inviting him onto a stream.
I agree with that.
They invited him into the AMP house and
See, that's what I mean. Like these bigger content creators, they have talent agencies, and then you need to see who those talent agencies are connected to. You know what I'm saying? So like there's a rabbit hole.
they are co-signing all his horrible behavior.
I agree with that. Even when I remember when Kai Cenat had like said something to Deshae, he was like, "Bro, you ain't gotta do all this stuff with girls and woody whoop. You tripping, woody whoop." And then when Streamer University came, he was like, "Oh nigga, I ain't. You getting denied. I done told you to stop doing that so many times. You don't listen, woody whoop." And then who was there? Him and Deshae and his sister. You know what I'm saying? So obviously somebody, somehow, some way, y'all cool with this type of shit. I'm not cool. See, I'm one of them niggas. If I see some shit is weird, I might call it out on the video. I might even say something to your face. But if you do something that's too weird, bro, I'm not kicking it around these weird ass people. Like, I'm just not doing it you can't pay me enough to kick it around these weird ass people.
Okay, hold up. No, that's not true. That's not true. Everybody has a price. I think you would tolerate it for a certain amount of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Some people will tolerate it. Maybe not bro here, right? Maybe not Mac, but some people will tolerate it if the money is right. However, once they realize making money ain't really everything to life, that's when people's true colors start coming out. That could be what we're witnessing right now, actually. This fallout between Aiden Ross and Kai Cenat and the other one, can't remember his name right now. Jinxie. You know, it could be they were at first initially doing this shit all just to make the money, make the bread, right? But then they realized that the bread isn't really what they wanted in life, and they just wanted realness, you know, and they realized that the people that they were making bread with were not that. They weren't real, they weren't honest, and now, you know, the shit is falling apart, you know, regardless of how much money they're making off this shit. They just can't really stand each other. You know, that could be what's happening. That could be what we're witnessing right now. But I think, yes, everybody initially has their price, but you know, some people who are wiser, like Dave Chappelle, knows that money isn't everything. You know, that's why he turned down the money. Cat Williams turned down money. You know, a lot of people that have made a lot of money. But I mean, that's the other thing too, is they've already made a bunch of money, so they kind of already know that, yeah, money isn't everything. Yes, there's that whole joke where, yeah, I can be sad on a jet ski, right? But spiritually, it's not going to fulfill you. So that's why, you know, a lot of people initially will do things for a big bag, thinking like, hell yeah, as soon as I get this big bag, I'm gonna be good, I'm gonna be happy, everything's gonna be straight. And then it's not. They start to realize that their soul craves more than just material things to be happy in life, and that happiness is not the same thing as joy. That's why you have so many people out here that are rich in wealth but poor mentally, poor spiritually, poor health wise. You get what I'm saying? Their soul craves something more than just material things and money, and that's why people fall out with each other. They're like, yeah, nah, or initially I thought this was it, but it ain't it. I was just tolerating you to make this bag, and now I can't do that.
Let's take a look at some of the crazy things Rakai has done while on stream. Not that long ago, videos were going viral online showing Rakai lighting fireworks inside of the AMP house. Videos of Kai pretending to be mad were going viral as well, with rumors claiming that Rakai was going to be kicked, but obviously that was all staged. with Rakai likely being told to do
Look,
this.
see, that's what I'm saying. Manufactured drama, bro. This is all preordained. You know what I'm saying? Like him getting kicked out was all part of the plan. It's like a reality TV show. That's what these motherfuckers are copying. You remember the Real World MTV, those reality TV shows, in Jersey Shore? They all had drama in it, and if it didn't have any drama in it, people would not watch. And a lot of that shit is scripted too. That's the other thing. I've known people that worked for MTV that actually wrote scripts for reality TV shows. I was like, what do you mean it's scripted? It's called reality TV. I thought y'all were just filming reality. I thought this was all just people just being people. You turn the camera on, they're just being themselves. You mean they're not being themselves? You mean you have to script in certain events and drama? And they're like, yeah, because despite what you may believe, the drama doesn't happen 24/7. If they turn on the cameras, there may be like some boring ass shit happening. They might just be doing nothing. They might just be having a regular ass conversation, and they might be agreeing with each other instead of disagreeing, which of course is more entertaining. So that's what these motherfuckers are really, really copying right now. They know that drama sells, and so I think that's why I'm saying like a lot of this shit is manufactured. It's scripted in. Maybe not like actually somebody out there typing this shit up, but I guarantee you when the cameras are off, they're planning this shit out like, hey, all right, like let's pretend like we're gonna kick this out of our whole squad, but not for like a good enough reason, so that people can like, we can get the audience like a little bit divided, and then there'd be like this discourse in the comment section which creates more engagement. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm guarantee you, if Kai Cenat and Raika, whatever, if they're not thinking like that, then the people like their talent agencies are thinking like that, or the bigger network is thinking like that. Like we got to stir something up to fuel this engagement, because engagement means numbers, and numbers equal dollar signs. You know, views equal dollar signs. So, you know, gotta think, man.
While they might have had the proper procedure to stop a fire if it happened during the stream, those who watch Kai's streams and see this don't have a team to come in and turn the fire off in case of an emergency if they decide to do it.
Exactly. And that's really the main issue with all of this, because you're always going to have those people who can't tell the difference between when something is being staged for entertainment versus, hey, they're getting away with this in real life, and that means I can do it too. I think that most of the time whenever we see somebody doing something really ridiculous or crazy for the camera, that they have probably already put the safety measures in place just behind the camera, like off camera, so that if something terrible does happen, they'll be ready to just take care of it. You know, but they don't want you to know that. They want you to think, oh, look how crazy we are. We're doing this shit, like this crazy wild shit that could catch a house on fire. It's so dangerous. Meanwhile, they got fucking EMTs and fire truck they rented out, or not rented, but, you know, paid to be there so that they could do this stunt. It's a stunt. It's literally Jackass.
Light up fireworks inside of a room. This is extremely
And this the type of shit I be saying, like, bro, you don't have to do this to go viral, bro. It's so much other shit you can do to go viral, bro. So much.
dangerous, and it could get many kids.
And I agree, but this is like, you know, remember how people were getting exposed left and right for doing fake pranks or staged pranks, you know what I mean? But they wanted to make it look real. It's kind of like the same idea, same concept, right? You don't tell people it's staged. You make them think it's real. That's like a part of it that makes it more fun to watch for people. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, he went into the hood and he started using the N-word. No, he probably went there first without the cameras on, explained what he was doing to some people, and they're like, yeah, all right, bet, I'll be in it. Maybe cut me some of that YouTube check, you know.
This is the type of content that one of the biggest streamers in the world is co-signing. This is not only irresponsible, but dangerous. Remember when the WWE started putting a warning at the beginning?
So yeah. So in a way, I kind of see what he's saying. So even if this is real and they're really doing this, or if it's pre-planned and staged or not, it's still influencing younger minds to want to act and do that same kind of behavior in real life. And then yeah, somebody's gonna get hurt or some dumb shit's gonna happen. I don't buy that all these big ass content creators, these people that are doing crazy things online, I don't think any of that shit is genuine, you know, because you see them do these crazy things online, but then nothing happens to them afterward. Like the consequence that you think should happen to them doesn't happen. The realistic consequence of doing some of these things, it just never happens to them. So you got to ask yourself, like, why doesn't it ever happen to them? Probably because it's staged.
In another instance, he let off fireworks inside of the school building used for Streamer University. Again, this event was being streamed by millions of kids.
Oh shit. And don't get me wrong, I was young, but I was young and dumb, but I want this damn dumb. Like, I don't know that, like, bro, like, I be trying to get niggas grace, be like, oh, maybe they're just young. But like, when I was this young, bro, I was not this slow. Like, I don't listen.
Look, and I'm gonna be real with y'all, right? I mean, lighting fireworks inside of a house, yes. I mean, that's dangerous. It's stupid. However, this is not the craziest thing that motherfuckers could be doing on camera. You know what I'm saying? This is not that serious, I don't think. It could be a lot worse. They could be pulling guns on people, doing the knockout game, like hurting other people. At least this, they are kind of only gonna hurt themselves. They're only fucking up their property, you know what I'm saying? So that's not really that bad. It's not that bad. It's crazy, it's dumb, it's stupid, like, but it's not that bad.
These are called bombs. Like that bitch, throw that bitch.
Like, niggas will do anything.
Check, not snitch. Not snitch.
These Negroes will do anything. Anything. Just for some clips, and that's weird.
What? I said, if we like that, why can't we just pay for the damage? I don't want you to. This is an explosive. You're setting it off.
Okay, so he got his belt out. Like he's gonna beat his ass with the belt? All right, I take it back, bro. All right, he might be like, that might be that nigga's son, you know? Maybe he adopted him. Maybe he's the Diddy of, I don't know. I don't know about y'all, but this whole scene right here, what we're just watching right now, just feels like a scripted reality TV show. You know what I'm saying? Scripted, like the belt in hand, him about to light the, like, it's all feels scripted, bro.
In a university, a live explosive. It's not the house. I still don't understand. Why? Oh my God.
Niggas say I still don't understand. Oh my God, bro.
Another instance that went viral with Rakai happened again at Streamer University, where he injured.
I'm so happy I didn't go. I'm mad I even applied to do this shit. This is just weirdo university. That's what it
one
looked
in
like
the eye with an Orbeez gun. Again, this.
I don't know what the hell Streamer University is. Is that like a real place? Is that like Kai Cenat's school for streamers or some shit? Is that what it is? Someone let me know in the comments, please. I don't know what the fuck that is. I've never heard of that shit before. But if it's what I think it is, that's kind of crazy. What the fuck? And then it also makes sense for why all these motherfuckers would be acting up, because if it's a school for streaming, then, and they know that doing heinous shit on camera is what's gonna get the most views, then of course they would all be trying to outdo each other when it came to ridiculous shit.
This is the behavior this kid is promoting, which doesn't need an explanation on why it's bad. There was another instance where Rakai was temporarily banned from Twitch for allegedly driving recklessly.
Accept your order. I accept the first pickup. Play that.
Oh shit! Oh my God! Oh shit! Oh, what I play?
Yeah, that just felt staged too, bro. Like I don't know, just that the way that the camera was angled, like you can't see. Maybe he had his friend in the passenger seat holding the wheel for him, you know what I mean, while it looked like he wasn't driving. The lengths that people will go for this viewership shit like is incredible. So I wouldn't put shit past anybody.
This reckless behavior is what's being promoted to the kids. This is what the kids are learning from. Now, it's not only dangerous, destructive behavior that Rakai is known for. He has also become known for his extremely sus behavior.
I'm gonna put this out there too, like, and I told niggas when the streaming university shit came out, like, man, that shit a play. Them niggas just trying to get content. They ain't trying to put nobody on for real. Now, I might be wrong.
See, no, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. That's what it is. It's all about just making the content and getting the views. And like I said, the most ridiculous shit is gonna get the views because it's like a train wreck. People can't take their eyes off of. And then the crazy part too is there's always gonna be people like me. There's gonna be people like Mac. There's gonna be people like the truth is, right, that are going to also share their piece or give their piece on it, and that's gonna generate more views for them. The controversy is it just generates more views. So the hate too, like people who hate this shit, they're still watching. There's no such thing as bad publicity. Like that's why they say that, because regardless, it's like whether you hate it or not, you're still paying attention to it. You know what I'm saying? There's still eyes on it. So I'm gonna watch this video on my own. I'm gonna let it finish out. It's a good video so far. But yeah, I would go check it out. I'll leave it in the description. But yeah, I think Mac is right on this one, man. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. I don't want this video to be too long. But yeah, I'll see y'all later.